Okay. I'm gonna go in the pit. So the inside of the pit is looking better than it did. Here is the dining room. So before we built the roof, you saw in the back, ended up digging out all those rocks that you saw. All the rocks out there came from this hole in the ground. And a bunch of mud and a bunch of clay. Just a bunch of sawdust and straw and all sorts of junk. And then the problem was the mountain. And all the water's coming down. All the water's coming down into the pit. And there's no place for it to go because there's a mountain there. A mountain there. It's like a low valley here. It's like, I don't know what they were thinking when they built this place. But anyway, I bought it, so this solution was to just hand dig this thing out for days. All the sawdust, all the logs, everything. We just tried to clear it out and made a huge pit here. And then put a bilge pump in to keep the water level down somewhat, and put it out the pipe. So for now the pipe's out there, but it's going to end up going all the way out another direction afterwards. Yeah, so the idea is that I'll put some pour the new concrete footings. It's probably not the greatest in the world, but it's what I managed to do myself. So learning by doing. It's all leveled pretty good. Another huge concrete footing. Those are anchored to the ground, to the solid rock, so that's all right. This one too. But these two here, there's nothing to anchor onto, so I just made this one super massive. And this one is probably good enough. So back here, in order to get the floor height and the ceiling height somewhat maximized, I have to put the footings really low. So this will be some steel and rebar and concrete, and down in each one of these so the back here, there's no room for a 2x8, so I have to go to 2x6, which limits the amount of insulation I can get in. So I have the idea in my head. Not 100% sure how it's gonna work out in reality, but those are the types of things that I would get hung up on for years and just sit on my ass and let's just put in another PlayStation game and just forget about it. So part of my new life is to look problems like this head on and just say, get off your ass, you lazy piece of shit, and get to work. So that's the latest and greatest from the pit.